take note. Later in the day, it is not yet reigned in the new year, I returned to thinking about the proposal, take note. Whatever I may have intended while writing, the sentence has been made and there is no fixing it. I picked out 2 colored pens, a pad of white paper that fits in my palm. These have weighed on me all day. I would like to take notes. I am sure that is what I intended when I awoke. All day until now, late afternoon, I have scrupulously observed opportunities to jot down small items of interest, to record stray thoughts, but the pad remains blank. If some of my friends from college, or better, high school, were here, there would be much to distract me. And it might not be until tomorrow, or even the next day, that I realize how exhausting and exasperating today's prescription has become. I have remained attentive, ready to record the slightest variance. I am an engineer inspecting his engine before it blasts into the sky. A light rain has developed, and with it comes new clarity. These regulations of mine, slowly accumulating over the days, are only perfected through experience. On the Underground Metro, I submitted to the test. I reach into a black bag hanging from my shoulder, but it slips to the floor, and I stretch all the way down and rifle through the bag without raising it from the floor. I'm not accustomed to small spaces or the underground. I feel the bore of the pen and, pulling it out, squint wryly at the blue plastic cover. Sure enough, the blue pen draws black ink. I think of a circus clown whose false nose is loose. Under the clown nose, a human nose. And under this blue cap is a black pen. I draw a picture of a nose. I consider this the first note, but since it does not derive directly from experience, but only from my mind, I include the explicator human condition. Some more notes appeared. Subway conductor's voice too loud, especially for standing passengers. Here I have drawn one of the passengers. I become moderately angry, rising to fury. Under the symbolic drawing of the passenger, I drew a line and signed my name. Wait. Now I've erased the name and replaced it with letter blanks. Instead of a note and a picture of a passenger, I have a game of hangman. This expresses just how I feel. Later I wrote, at this hour, everyone knows where they are going. I observe hunching due to the shouting conductor. Flipping to a new page, I began the petition. Whereas the citizens of the greater metropolitan area reserve the right to tranquility and harmony, and growing impatient draw 2 dark lines under the resolution clause, quiet ride. Quiet ride. To get the petition moving, I signed my name, and then, in a slanted script, as if another person had written it, my true name. Ladies and gentlemen, I began, with a sweeping and perhaps enlivening look around the train. I hope many of you will agree that the train is loud, the intercom is loud. The conductor had begun blaring again. We all know, I raised my voice to overcome a deafening clangor, and we are at medical risk of heavy hearing loss. The train pitched, and not only were my words drowned by the new sensation, but so were my thoughts. Sign the petition. I'm sure the final plea was intelligible, because there were 2 responses. One woman said, I'm not registered here, and another young boy signed a petition while his mother smiled. Only when I returned home did I see he had copied my true name onto a fresh line. At first I thought I had encountered a double, but listen to reason. The boy had only copied the signature appearance of my true name. So many of the intermediary letters were missing. My identity is safe. I had best destroy the petition. No wonder no one signed. Who would want to be connected to this dubious operation? There is also this unexplained note. Glances at shoes, and a number of tick marks. 7 groups of 5 and a group of 3. 38. It's hard to remember when I got those shoes. They must have been presented at one of the better birthdays. There's always a concern about appearing homeless in New York. No one knows where you live. Homeless people find clothes, but shoes are harder to find. I have trouble finding fitting shoes myself. Many of these glances fell while I was shouting on the train. So what? No one gave me $1 to sing a song. Idiocy, I thought. No one behaves this way. I am a professional. When I returned home, I threw out the shoes, those rat shoes, into the closet down the hall I rarely use. I will only wear them occasionally, unless I decide otherwise. Who is the master, after all? The shoes or the man?